Hi guys, and welcome to a video. Today I'm answering questions that BuzzFeed has collected from Twitter called 43 questions Twitter has for Australians. I know that another YouTuber, I don't remember his name, but he's also Australian, answered this question and I watched it, and a lot of things I could relate to, but there are some things that I didn't relate. I think it's just because different parts of Australia or culture, different upbringings. So I'm going to answer it from my perspective on these questions. So here we go. So first question, why do Australians call it Macca's? I don't know, it's just quick. It's like McDonald's, Macca's. It just works. Why do Australians walk around supermarkets barefoot? Personally, I don't. I think it's unhygienic. And most people in the shopping centres don't walk around barefoot, but occasionally you'll see like kids or like some parents barefoot, and that's totally fine. It's totally up to you. It's not from where I'm from. We don't do that so often. Why do Australians say going for a feed as if they're cattle? I've never heard that saying before. So it's going for dinner, going for lunch, having a bite, not really going for a feed. Like, I know, I've just never heard that saying before. Why do Australians pronounce no as naeoge? Naeoughe. Naughe? No? We just say no. It's just, isn't that everywhere? Just no? I don't know. Why do Australians say anything like a nothing? A new thing? Anything? A new thing? I don't know. I hear it as the normal pronunciation that everyone else says, but I don't know, it could be just me. Why do Australians call flip-flops thongs? Like, what do they call thongs? I think just the context. If you say, I'm gonna get some thongs so we can go out, I don't think it's gonna be the underwear. I think it's gotta be the shoes. And thongs are just, and the underwear, we'd say thongs or G-string or something like that. So that's that. Why do Australians have trouble pronouncing their country's name? Australia sounds like a sexually transmitted infection. Australia. That's how I pronounce it. Australia. More like Australia. I've got Australia. I don't know if it sounds like a disease. I don't know, what do you guys think? Why do Australians drink so much? I assume you mean alcohol. I don't know, it's just like culture that's been brought up. Personally, my family don't drink. Oh, and if they do, it's like one beer or something, but I don't know, it's just culture. It's how like mates just gather around and just have a drink for dinner, like barbecue, stuff like that. So I guess it's just culture. Why do Australians and Britons, I reckon, say they've gone to the hospital rather? They've gone to hospital rather than they've gone to the hospital. I couldn't tell you. I didn't even realize there was a difference. They've gone hospital. They've gone to the hospital. I don't know. That's a good question. Why do Australians say catch you later? Like, are you gonna go get out your fishing rod? It's just like see you later. See you later. I don't really say catch you later. I just say see you later. Like, see you later. See you later, alligator. That's the type. Like, I don't know. I've never really heard catch you later. I might say it once or something, but like not properly. Like, I don't know. Why do Australians sound like they're always asking a question? Because we always are. We don't know what life is, so it's always a question. Why do Australians swear so much? Again, it's largely based on culture. I don't swear as much. other people, I tend to limit how much I swear. But yeah, I don't, it depends how you're brought up, who's around you, and it's culture again, that's another big thing. Why do Australians call broccoli, broccoli? Don't call spaghetti, spaghetti. I've never heard someone call broccoli, broccoli. Maybe you've met someone who doesn't know how to say broccoli. Why do Australians spell barbecue with a Q? How do you spell barbecue? I thought barbecue was with a Q. I'm so confused. So English is barbecue. I am not good at spelling, so I couldn't tell you. I didn't even realise there was a different spelling. Why do Australians have to shorten everything? Does arvo mean avocado or afternoon? Arvo means afternoon. And servo, service station. I don't really use abbreviations that much, so servo, service station. Arvo, afternoon. Mozzie, mosquito. Aussie, Australian. There's a list somewhere that will like search up Australian slang and it'll give you the English and the Australian slang equivalent, but I don't know the difference. I don't know like off the top of my head because I haven't really used slang that much. Here. Why do Australians put pineapple on everything? Burger, yes. Pizza, yes. Barbecue, yes. Wait, what? Burger, pizza, barbecue. I know a few people who put a lot of pineapple on like everything they cook. Personally, I quite like Hawaiian pizza, so I like pineapple in them. I don't like homemade pizza with pineapple though. I don't know. I don't know if they use different pineapples, but like pineapple, I don't know. But takeaway like Pizza Hut, pineapples, oh, so good. But I never like pineapple on burgers, or I don't really have barbecues that often. And by that often, I mean like, I might have had it once or twice, but not properly. And definitely no pineapple on the barbecues. Why do Australians always sound like they have a cold? I don't think we do. I don't know. That's a good question. Ask someone. Maybe you spoke to someone who had a cold at the time. Why do Australians say it's the afternoon when it's 6 p.m? I think it's because I think personally I say that as well. Like, oh, catch you this afternoon, I'll see you this afternoon or something, it'll be like 6. Because like there are times, there's no like evening time, like it's never slightly dark or like slightly light. It's just 1 second it's like bright and then the next second it's like dark AF, like there's no like difference in between. Why do Australians put chicken salt on everything? Because it tastes really good, let's be real. And there's always the option not to have chicken salt, so, but chicken salt on chips, oh my gosh, you need to try them. Why do Australians have election barbecues? Because I think if there was no barbecues and election, no one would vote. Voting is a struggle in Australia, I find. I'm not the age to vote yet, but I have gone with my parents to vote before, and I think it's just because no one wants to vote. And so barbecues, you try to get the people to come for a barbecue and try and like slither in and be like, oh my god, go vote while you're here. Or people like great time for like some parties, like hand you a pamphlet and be like, vote for me, like I'm a great person. So that could be another reason, but I don't actually know. I don't think I've ever been to a election barbecue, so I don't actually know what happens at them, or like what happens about them, or if you pay or if it's free, I don't know. But yeah. Oh, Australians love barbecues as well. I forgot the name of it. Bunnings sausage sizzles. Australians love them. I love them. You're not Australian if you don't like them. But yeah, would recommend. Why do Australians insist on calling tracksuit pants tracky dacks? Is it really our life goal to make everything sound unappealing? I don't call them tracky dacks. I call them tracksuit pants or trackies. Like, I've never heard tracky dacks being used before. And yeah, everything we say normally is unappealing. I don't know why. I don't find it appealing, but it's Australia. Why do Australians call ice cream floats spiders? I've asked myself that question before, and I literally don't know. It's a mystery to us all, to be honest. Why do Australians love pink so much? Do you mean the colour or the singer? That's the true question there. Why do you call crisps chips and chips hot chips? Well, like, everything's a chip. Like, again, it's based on context. So if you say, I want a chip, you think, oh, yeah, that's hard, isn't it? It's like a chip. I think of like a crisp. But then you can also say like, do you want some chips, and chuck them in the oven. And then you know that that's like a hot chip. But then sometimes we say potato chips to distinguish. That's a hard one. It depends on the context and who you're talking about, where you are, that type of thing. Why do Australians keep punching sharks? Things are so crazy down there. What the fuck? Yeah, that was one time. I don't even know who it was, but I think his name was Michael or something. I'm not a big sports, swimming, what's it called, surfing sport fan. But that dude just punched that shark once just to get away. I've never heard of it happening any other time. Why do Australians eat emus and kangaroos? Not many people have eaten kangaroos or emus, or no one my age really. And I don't want to because I think that's really mean, because that's like our crest and we're just eating our crest. I don't know, but apparently it tastes really good. And I might try it one day in the future. I'm not sure, but yeah. Why do Australians call a slide a slippery dip? I don't call it a slippery dip, I call it a slide. I've never heard someone call it a slippery dip. It's just a slide because you slide down, so I know what's up with that. Why do Australians cook shrimp and Barbie dolls? Barbie, barbecue, not Barbie dolls. And it's, I think, is it shrimp? No, it's prawns, not shrimp. We don't have shrimp here. Why do Australians say paper, scissors, rock? It confuses me. Isn't that the only way people say it? Is it paper, scissors, rock? Rock, scissors, paper? I've heard of it another way, but I can't remember the other way. Why do Australians say banana? How else do you say it? Banana? Banana. That's how you say it. Why do Australians go to zoos? Because we don't see that many animals in our everyday life. Like, we'll see like flies and mosquitoes and maybe a snake, a few spiders, but like we don't see, like, we're just as surprised when we see a kangaroo that you guys are. Like, people, like tourists and stuff, when you guys see a kangaroo, you get so freaked out, and if you looked over and saw everyone else from Australia, we'd all be freaking out as well. It's not common to find a kangaroo. Or like, if you see a koala, it's like, oh my gosh, the koala, like, oh no, take photos. But it's not common to see it. And so And we definitely don't pet or feed kangaroos. So the ones in zoos, like I'm thinking about Australia Zoo right now, you can feed kangaroos. And those kangaroos are like pretty tame, so it's a big deal. And like you don't see snakes that often, wombats and echidnas and stuff. I'm just thinking about Australian animals with like giraffes and elephants and tigers and leopards and lions we don't see every day. So for us it's just as exciting as it is for you guys if you visit and go to one of the Australian zoos. And yeah, last one. Why do Australians have to be so goddamn hot? I think people in Australia are good looking, but have you been to Italy? Have you been to Spain? Oh, they are the true masters of modeling. I'm just saying, they are amazing. So yeah, that's the questions that BuzzFeed have compiled, 43. We didn't answer 43 obviously, but they're the questions that BuzzFeed compiled from Twitter about asking, God, I can't English. These are questions that BuzzFeed has compiled from Twitter asking about Australia to Australians. So yeah, that's all the time here. You could do a part 2 and see if there's anything else you guys want. Any questions you have to ask. And yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you have a wonderful time, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.